Hello fellow YouTubers, this is my follow-up video. Last you saw my intro, you can go back, watch it, kind of learn about me, who I am. My name is Scott Peraza. I'm a college student right now. I'm going for a finance major, and this is kind of going to be like, hopefully, the following of my transformation, and a guide for you guys out there who might be going through something similar. So, today I just wanted to kind of go through 3 steps of meeting someone. So step number 1, getting out there, meeting them. You gotta be confident. You see someone standing alone at a party, you go up and just be like, hey, my name's Scott, what's yours? Who do you know? What brought you here? And people are gonna be really receptive to that. Imagine that you're the one standing alone at a party. If someone comes up to you and goes, hey, what's your name, man? Where are you from? What brought you here? You're gonna be like, oh yes, thank God I'm not alone at a party. Thank God someone did that. So you're really doing someone a favor. And that's like an amazing thing. So, just be confident when you're going. Step number 2 is, so how do you keep the conversation going? Well, I had a speech instructor once, or like a coach, or I don't know, my uncle did it for me, just one class one time. And she taught me something amazing just in that 1 hour we had. It was yes and. So yes and means when you're in a conversation, you want to bring it up. It doesn't matter like how you feel, what you think, whatever, just bring it up a level. So let's say someone goes, I like the color yellow. You say, yeah, the color yellow is awesome, and so is the color purple. How do you feel about that? What do you think? You see what I mean? Don't go, oh, yellow's a horrible color. It's crap. I can't even stand it. That's not being a good conversation partner. It's always yes and. Accept the conversation, accept what they're saying, and put it up a level. Put your own thing on it, ask your own question, put your own topic in. And always be aware of that. Always be the guy that's going yes and. Yeah, 3. This is going to be your composure. So, when you're with someone, you shouldn't be like this. Don't tuck yourself up. Not even like this. See? My head's a little down, not even like this. My shoulders are slacking. If you want to be seen as like a good communicator, stand up, I'm not standing, of course I'd be immensely short if I was. I'm sitting, but you see my back's straight. Look how pronounced my shoulders are now. See what I mean? And I have a collar shirt on. Pop that, undo the first button. You just look, I think, presentable. I'm a husky guy, but I think that I look alright. So as long as you look prepared, you feel prepared, and you act prepared, people are going to be really receptive to you. So you just gotta make sure you keep like an easygoing dialogue. One thing I learned was, when you're talking, you should keep your hands up. So let's say I'm having a conversation with you. I'd be like, oh, where are you from? And I'll just leave like my hands here. I could hold it like this. Because you don't want to be like fidgeting with your pocket, trying to get playing with your phone, or putting your hand in it and like that. It's just not composed. It's not like a gentlemanly thing to do. So if you're like me, what you gotta do is just kind of keep your hands. Let me stand for you. Sorry, I didn't actually plan on any of this. Keep your hands like here. You'd be like, oh yeah, so where are you from? And then you'll be talking, I'll be like, yeah. just listening, and it'll be like, oh, that's really cool, because it keeps you like open. It keeps you like, here I am, I'm with you, we're here. If I'm like fidgeting with my pocket, I'm like, let me see, let me grab my wallet. So like I'm just grabbing my wallet or like playing with it. People are gonna take notice. They're gonna be like, what is this guy doing? Like, why is he messing with his pocket? If I'm always like, if I'm like this and just like moving or like whatever. It's kind of like closed off with my hands in my pocket like this. It's a little awkward. You want to be open. You want to be accepting. You want to be like, this and that and whatever. A lot of hand gestures kind of keeps it relaxed, keeps it casual. So when you're talking, it's makes it more exciting. Like you can't just you can't keep it monotone and you can't keep it like drab. You gotta elevate your voice at certain points, and when you're making a point, you gotta like motion it. You gotta be like, like let's say you're saying, I'm putting my foot down. You gotta like emphasize that. So you can't be like a boring communicator. You have to be like dynamic. You have to be engaging. So you kind of bring them into your story instead of leaving them like an outer kind of show. You're tucked away. You gotta be receptive. You gotta be welcoming. So people will be willing to talk to you, to listen, and just have like a casual conversation. So that was an example, kind of what I have been trying to do, kind of be more using my hands more, changing my voice around so you get hooked into different parts, and in a way it kind of gives you a bit of a time to think. So if you're kind of stalling, you can hook a word around, slow it down, pick it up, change the pace of the conversation, because people like to change paces, but not too much. If you change the pace too much, you kind of get fragmented, and it kind of cuts off what you're trying to say and the point you're trying to get across to people. So you have to be really careful with that, not to go too far. You got to keep it back towards you, but make it about them. You know what I mean? And I hope I explained that well. But it's like a dance. Interactions are a dance. You get over to, you meet each other, you say hi, whatever, and then you kind of like dance, and kind of like know each other and kind of like feel around, and you're just seeing how things work. And you gotta realize everyone's out there to meet new people, everyone's out there to make friends, and you gotta be the guy that goes out there and initiates, and you'll see that you're gonna get all the results. Because when you say, oh, that guy's so popular, that guy's so social, oh, how can he do that? And if you ever realized it, he's no better than you or me. He's just the guy that walks over there and says, hey girl, what's up? Or like, hey dude, how are you? People with a lot of friends aren't people that other people go and talk to. Really? Sometimes that's the case, but not really. That's usually when someone has status. But generally, the people with a lot of friends are the ones that are going around and talking to people and initiating the conversations, and kind of selling their friendship in a way, kind of putting it out there. You gotta be the one to initiate it if you're the one that wants friends. So those are my 3 tips. Just make sure that you keep yourself composed, you keep yourself fresh, you keep yourself a dynamic. Okay? So the meet and greet might be easy, hey, what's your name? Oh, I'm this. And you might have gotten good at continuing the conversation and saying, yes and this, yes and that, asking questions about them, feeling around. You got good at that. But if you don't keep your body language in check, you could scare someone off, or become the guy who sits there going like this and never moving, because obviously this is the best way to get things done, and I'm so cool. And no, you can't be that guy. You gotta be the guy that's coming back. You know, he's engaging you. He's moving around. He's you know, using his face, making expressions, changing his voice. Now I gotta be pretty quiet because I have roommates. Even this is probably pretty loud and they hear me, but I gotta be considerate. But I try my best for you guys to keep you engaged in the loop. So yeah, just make sure you got that down because that's probably more important than the other two, because that's gonna be what makes people feel comfortable with you, and that's gonna be what makes people re-invite you to parties, you know, dates, anything really. So, you know, good luck guys, and I hope you put this to good use. Peace.